Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, the Iron Mike, a force of nature that terrified every man who stepped into the ring. But at BREAKCROWN, we don't look at the muscles or the knockouts. We look at the eyes. And if you look closely at young Mike Tyson, you won't see a warrior. You will see a frightened, bullied child hiding behind a mask of violence. Tonight, we dissect the psychology of the armor. How did a boy who spent his nights crying in the dark become the most feared human being on Earth? And more importantly, what happened when that armor finally cracked? Before he was Iron Mike, he was just Mike. A shy, lisping boy in the brutal streets of Brooklyn. By the age of 12, he had been arrested 38 times. But he wasn't a criminal by choice. He was a victim by circumstance. Brutally bullied for his high-pitched voice and gentle nature, Mike learned a painful lesson early. In this world, you are either the hammer or the nail. Psychologically, Tyson didn't develop self-confidence. He developed a combat ego. He realized that if he became a monster, no one could ever hurt that small, scared boy inside him again. His violence was his only sanctuary. Then came Cus D'Amato. Cus didn't just teach Mike how to punch, he programmed his mind. He took a boy with zero self-esteem and turned him into a weapon of psychological warfare. Cus told him, "Fear is like fire. If you control it, it will cook for you. If you don't, it will burn you and everything around you." Under Cus, Mike's crown was being forged in fire. But there was a hidden danger. Mike's entire worth was tied to being a champion. Without the belt, he felt he was nothing. When Cus died, the only man who truly loved the boy was gone, leaving only the monster behind. The world saw a champion, but inside Mike was drowning. The fame, the money, and the parasitic people around him began to suffocate the man. When he bit Evander Holyfield's ear, the world saw madness. At BREAKCROWN, we see a mental breakdown. It was the moment the armor became too heavy to wear. He went from a $400 million fortune to filing for bankruptcy. He went from the throne to a prison cell. Psychologically, Tyson had to lose everything to find the one thing he never had: inner peace. He had to kill Iron Mike so that Mike Tyson could finally live. Look at Mike Tyson today. He breeds pigeons, he cries during interviews, and he speaks of kindness. The world is confused, but the transformation is profound. He dismantled his own crown of violence to wear a crown of wisdom. He realized that true strength isn't the ability to hurt others, but the courage to be vulnerable. Every time he speaks about his past mistakes, he is healing the 12-year-old boy who was once afraid of the dark. He is the living proof that your past doesn't define you. It only prepares you. The story of Mike Tyson teaches us that the greatest fight isn't against an opponent in a ring. It's against the shadows in your own mind. You might have built a wall to protect yourself, but don't let that wall become your prison. At BREAKCROWN, we ask you, are you wearing a mask to please the world, or are you brave enough to show your scars? Remember, a broken crown is still made of gold. It just takes a lifetime of struggle to realize its true value. Stop fighting the world and start winning the war within. Welcome to the evolution. Welcome to BREAKCROWN.